feel pressured to do anything that you do not normally do?
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Count bless.
How do you deal with peer pressure? Be who you are at all times. Never bend your personality, your character, your morals, or your values for anybody. Now, if you have friends that's trying to pressure you into doing something that you do not want to do, those are not your friends. Here's why I say that. Because if your friends want you to do something that you normally don't do, and knowing that it's going to get you in trouble, knowing that it's going to cause you some kind of bad repercussions to something that you're going to have to regret later down the road, why would your friend even tell you to do something that you don't really want to do? So, my goal for today is to help you understand peer pressure and help you understand how to overcome peer pressure. And I really want to help you navigate through this avenue of peer pressure. Understand, everybody want to be liked, everybody want to be seen a certain way, your personality, you want your character to be seen this way. The one thing that I want you to know is that if you don't attack peer pressure head on now, it's not going to be something that you're going to get over tomorrow. If you're in school knowing that you need to do your classwork and you're sitting in the back of the class where you know everybody likes to clown, don't act like being that you're in school now that you don't have the class clowns, or they may now sit in the front. If they sit in the front and they still act the clown, then that's the teacher's fault. If you sit in the back and you are a student that wants to learn and have an ability to learn and wants to be in school, even if you don't want to be in school but you know you want to learn, don't sit in the back. Don't head to the back. Don't head to the middle of the class. Always go to the front or mid-front, front. Because at the end of the day, that shows that you are wanting to learn. But what is peer pressure? Peer pressure is pressure that you receive from parties that is in your circle of influence or in your circle that is getting you to do something that you do not want to do. You know what it is. If they're telling you or asking you to do something that you don't want to do and you feel this gut feeling like, man, I should say no, man, I should do it, man, this is not something I really want to do, but I should do it because it'll get me to a different class of friends or it'll get me to the popular group. There is no better way to put it. Is that if you're doing something that you don't want to do, then don't do it. It's as simple as that. And I know you may say, man, I don't do anything because I'm a leader and I just get everybody to follow me. I get that. That is another lie that you tell yourself. But that is not what we're looking for. We're not looking for fabrication. We're not looking for that. We're looking for that person that is saying, man, I'm struggling with peer pressure and I don't know how to overcome it. But I do want friends, but I don't want to be pressured into doing things that I don't want to do. That's what I'm looking for. I don't need you to hide your things that you're going with. Because if you're saying that, man, I've never been pressured, that's a lie. Because even adults have been pressured. So it's just like, how can you overcome it? You can overcome it by just being who you are. Being who you are today is going to help you to understand how to navigate certain channels, how to navigate around certain people. Now, I can't tell you who's the best for you, and I can't tell you who's not the best for you. You're going to have to identify that. And you're going to identify based off what they're asking you to do, their conversations with you, and how like when you respond to the way they act, and they like, man, I really don't like, how you're coming at me. But these are things that actually comes in line with peer pressure. Is how much confidence do you have in yourself to be okay with the answer that you're going to give that person, and it's going to lead in a direction that you don't want to go in. Are you confident enough to be okay with the reaction they're going to give you? If they're going to say certain things, of you're a square, or you are special, you an idiot, or whatever the worst thing they can say to you, or the things that they can say to you to make you want to do it and influence you to do it. Just remember that every reaction is every action. I think it's every action that comes with a reaction. So you know what I mean, right? So let's see how we can overcome it. How can we overcome peer pressure? It is holding yourself accountable and also holding your friends accountable. Holding your friends accountable is meaning that if this is our 5 people that I'm going to hang with, oh, these are the 2 people I'm going to hang with. Now, some people may say, I got like a bunch of group, I got 10 of us. Well, that's on you. Me, I don't need 10, 5, 6. I just need 2 good ones, and we're gonna roll out. But if you have like a good 5, I need you to identify who's who in your group, who's what, and where we're going. Because at the end of the day, if y'all don't know where y'all going, I don't know where y'all think y'all gonna plan to get to the next level or get to the next space where y'all need to be. Now, how can we overcome peer pressure? You may be saying, man, get to it. Okay, so we're gonna get to it. So the way you can overcome peer pressure is being confident in you and living a way that your friends see you living, that they won't test you to do things that's outside of your character, outside your morals, and outside your values. So identify your character, identify your morals and your values, then make sure that your friends in line with that. And if y'all don't, but if y'all is similar to, then you have a good set of friends that is not going to make you do something that you're not familiar or not comfortable with doing, because it's going to get you in trouble. So here's what I want you to do. Here's what I'm looking for you to understand or do. To overcome or to get rid or to navigate through peer pressure in these times of where we are today, understand what captures your eyes, what captures your attention. Like, what is it that you want to do and don't want to do? If you identify what are some things that you like to do and what are some things that you don't want to do, it would be better for you to start there, because you get a better understanding of who you are and what you like to do and what you don't like to do. And if you express these things to your friends and they already know ahead of time, and they express things like that the same to you ahead of time, then y'all are on the same page where y'all don't have to peer pressure. And then also, if these are a good set of friends that hold you accountable to your action and your words and your values and your character, then what's going to happen is that these set of friends is going to stop everything coming around you from feeling like you need to be pressured into doing. They're going to say, hey man, that's not what we do. Now those are good friends. If you got these friends that is wish-washy, lukewarm, that is after the next social group or after the being seen and not knowing what y'all really want to do, then that is y'all fault. That is not nobody else. So you can't say, man, we've been pressured to do something that we don't want to do, when you already know that the group or the set of friends that you have doesn't rock like that. They don't rock with value, morals, and ethics. So if they don't, then you need to get a new set of friends. So here's what I want you to do. Now, for me personally, my story is similar. You know, when I was in high school, I get what you're saying. So I'm not just an adult. I didn't wake up and just say, hey, I'm an adult today. Let's pay some bills. Let's have some kids. No, I was a kid at one point too, so I understand what peer pressure feels like, and I understand what peer pressure is, and I understand where I went wrong. Where did I navigate wrong, and what did I did do and what I didn't do. Some of the things that I didn't do, one of my things, I didn't speak up when I was in high school. So if I didn't speak up in high school, I know that there's other kids that is in the inner city and in the outer city, or however you want to define it as. There are kids in school right now that probably don't even speak up because they don't know how to put the words together to say it without leading to something else. You see what I'm saying? That's the best way to put it. I say, because most of the times kids or students don't even know how to express themselves without trying to sound something different or something that leads to something that's like, okay, you trying me in a way that you disrespect me. No, I ain't disrespecting you. It is more, here's what I'm doing, here's what I'm not going to do. But you got to be able to express that. Now, if you don't know how to express that, then we need to get into a class that is going to help you express yourself in a way that is of value to those kids that's around in your social group. So, that's another way. It's how you communicate with anyone. It's how you communicate with everybody. So identify your communication. You can identify your communication as how do I speak on a day-to-day basis. So if I don't speak that much in a day-to-day basis to people that is really understanding how I speak, then I need to know how to speak to other people and how to learn how to communicate. So you can actually go about communicating better and getting your point across by understanding your circle of influence. Now, if you know everybody that is around in your group talks a certain kind of way, then you need to make sure the way that you're trying to get your point across suits those kids. You know? So, and again, don't try to do something that is going to make yourself look good when it's actually going to hurt your brand. Now, we're not going to go into that branding and everything, but you are a brand. You know, you are a way that people's going to perceive you. So if you do one thing, don't think that they're not going to not ask you the next time. So that's another thing you got to deal with. It's how you're responding to that first one, or initial impression, is how you're going to respond to all of them. Now, don't get yourself into a lie, or don't get yourself into a place where you say, hey man, I just don't do those things. You have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with how you actually are confident. I think the best way to say it is, are you confident in the way you speak? Are you confident in your ability? Are you confident in what you do and how you go about doing it? That's what matters. Now, in these times, it's no different than when I was in school. We have kids that don't dress the same. So you may get picked on for that. So it may be fall into peer pressure. You may peer pressuring pressuring your parents to go about getting you a certain way, certain clothes, so you can be able to not be picked on. Peer pressure into clothes. Peer pressure into shoes that you wear, clothes that you wear, brand that you have, fashion, and everything. But what are you being peer pressured in, and what is it that is leading you down a path that you don't need to go down? And what are some things that you're doing to influence that? Now, sometimes it can be just somebody else that just has a bad day, that just wants to pressure you into doing something that makes you think that you can't do, or that you know you can do, but you're trying to prove something to them. Then it's like a never-ending cycle, so we don't need that. So I ask you today, how do you deal with peer pressure? How do you overcome peer pressure? And what is it that you can do today to start the process to get better at overcoming peer pressure? Now, it's not going to stop, because everybody has their own different ways of doing it. What I ask you today is, how do you overcome peer pressure, and have you ever been peer pressured?
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up.